welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I recorded a video. I have been on holiday in Scotland, a staycation as some might call it, or actually just visiting family. So we hadn't seen our family since Christmas time because of the whole coronavirus lockdown. So my husband's mum and dad live a bit further away from us, but in Scotland. So we went up there to see them for a week, and thankfully we did go when we went, because this week in Aberdeen is lockdown V2. And yeah, I mean, it's disappointing, but we can only continue and try and be positive and keep going and support one another. So that was a little introduction. But what I want to talk about today is how I am staying motivated with my running during lockdown. Because obviously every race I'd signed up to was cancelled or postponed. I was meant to do a marathon in October in Lisbon, but that's not happening. I had a half marathon in fact, I think it was meant to be this weekend. And I had another half marathon, can't remember when that was. Anyway, they've all been cancelled or postponed. So I would say that has had a knock-on effect on how I feel about my running and how I've been training and just my general mindset towards it, I suppose. I want to talk about how what I've been doing to stay motivated and keep running. Obviously those of you who've been following me for a while know I did a ultra 100k in a week, and that was definitely kept me motivated for that period and got me doing longer distances, and I really enjoyed having the challenge. I've actually signed up to my first official run, which is a small one, which who knows if it'll take place or not now, but that is at the end of August, and it's a hill run. It's only 5 point something miles, but I am very much looking forward to that. In other kind of general day-to-day running, because not in a kind of arrogant way in any way, but 5 miles isn't a huge amount for me, so it's not like I will be training for that 5 miles, but that will be kind of integrated into all the other running I'm doing. I want to run an ultra marathon next year. That's like my big goal. I want to do a proper one, but at this moment in time, who knows when that's going to happen. So we have to find other ways other than races, and I think it's actually a really good kind of test to stay motivated and keep going. And I guess my first thing is to mix it up. That's my first point, mixing up my distances. So I'm not like sticking to short runs, I'm not sticking to long runs, I'm just doing different lengths of runs every week. So that varies from 5k up to about 10 miles. So I'll do various runs of different lengths each week, and that is one way in which I keep myself motivated, because I might push myself more in a short run and go more slowly on a longer run. So I'm varying that kind of distance and speed a bit. The second thing is running with close friends. So I might arrange to do one run with somebody else every week, and that also keeps me motivated because I go at a faster pace. And when I was away last week, I ran with my husband, so that also keeps me going because it's something to look forward to. It's either a different speed or a different distance, and yeah, that's something that I really enjoy. The third thing is podcasts. The thought that I am going for a run and I know I will have time to listen to a podcast actually excites me. I absolutely love my podcasts. I probably hadn't really listened to many podcasts prior to lockdown. I was more of a YouTube, like to watch things type person, or very occasionally would have listened to a podcast. But honestly, I am fanatical. I listen to like a minimum of 3 a week now. And some of my favourites are Elizabeth Day, How to Fail, Dr. Ranjan Chatterjee, is it Live Better Love? Anyway, I'll link it below. Deliciously Ella, I love her podcast, and I've just discovered Run Pod, which is Jenny Faulkner's podcast. Oh, absolutely loved listening to that today, and they were talking about plant-based living and running, and it was, who did she interview? Suzanne, it'll come back to me. Anyway, I'll link those below. So podcasts, those definitely keep me motivated. That was the third thing. The fourth thing is mixing up my routes. I don't stick with the same route. I don't stick with a flat. I don't stick with a hill. I tend to really mix it up. Sometimes I do a coastal run, sometimes I do a road run, and sometimes I do more of a cross-country run. So I find that that really helps. And the fifth thing is probably running in the morning, because I know what's good for me and I know when I run best. Phone unexpectedly quit there for no reason. So I was talking about the time that I run and running in the morning. So I know myself, and I know that my motivation levels are highest in the morning. I know that I feel the runner's high more in the morning when I get back from a run. I don't know why, or if there's any kind of psychology behind that or physical reason why, but I just prefer to run in the morning. And I know that if I get out the house by 6:30 and I'm back by like 7:30, 8 o'clock to have breakfast, my day's going to start really well. And actually knowing that I'm going to do that, like meeting up with a friend, for example, in the morning, I just feel really motivated and I enjoy my morning runs. So yeah, I think it's just knowing yourself and setting little mini goals, or at least having things scheduled in. There's so many virtual runs on at the moment, different things you can take part in, maybe pushing yourself a bit more by taking part in a virtual run that's a longer distance or something like that that you wouldn't normally do, or maybe looking into runs for next year to see what really excites you and setting yourself a new distance challenge. All of these things just really help keep running fun and exciting. And I definitely think the podcasts, because it's just such a great time to be on your own and think. And yeah, so those are the 5 things at the moment that are keeping me motivated with my running. So I hope that was of interest and that you are all safe and enjoying your week. And if you're in Aberdeen, thinking of you, and hope that this new smaller version of lockdown doesn't last so long, and fingers crossed the schools still go back. So if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to subscribe, and I shall see you all soon.